Okay, today we're working with operations with polynomials, and today's essential question is, how do you add polynomials? How do you add polynomials? So let's take a look at our first example. Okay, in this example, we're doing adding polynomials with the vertical format. Vertical format. So vertical meaning up and down. So what we're doing is we're taking the first problem, 5x squared plus 2x minus 1, and 4x squared minus x plus 1, and making it vertical since we're adding these two together. So vertical format will be similar to doing 325 plus 132 and adding it this way. And 5 plus 2, 2 plus 3, so forth and so on. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take my 4x squared minus x plus 2 and write it below my 5x plus 2x minus 1. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add all these like terms. Notice how the like terms line up perfectly with each other. You have 5x squared plus 2x minus 1. Below the 5x squared, you have 4x squared. Below the 2x, you have negative 1x. And below the negative 1, you have 2. Okay. Now we're going to combine these like terms. 5x squared plus 4x is 9x squared. 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. And negative 1 plus a positive 2 is going to be a positive 1. Okay. The next thing we do is we check to see if we can simplify it. It's already simplified. Well, we can just take the 1 off. And that's going to leave us with 9x squared plus x plus 1. Here's another example. All right. Again, we're doing the vertical format. So I've got 3y cubed plus 2y plus 1 and y squared minus 1. Okay. Now with the vertical format, I need to align my y squared minus 1 below my 3y cubed plus 2y plus 1. But as you can see, some of the terms don't match up perfectly. It's similar to adding 312 plus 101. Some spots, you're going to have a 0. Okay? Like in 101, there's no number in the 10 spot. So we put a 0 there. Same thing here. So let's take a look. We've got 3y cubed plus 2y, as you can see from here. And I'm going to place 0 here for my y squared, because I do not have a y squared. Then I have my 2y, and right here, since I still have a 1, I have 1 there. Now, notice how they went ahead and put a 0y cubed, because the y squared minus 1 doesn't have a cube. Okay, it does have a y squared, so I'm going to go ahead and place that as a 1. And right here, we don't have any terms for y, just y. So I'm going to go ahead and put 0 there. And then our last term on the end here is going to be negative 1. Okay, once I have it lined up perfectly, I can go ahead and just add. One minus 1 is going to get me 0. Okay, 2 plus 0 is going to get me 2y. 0 plus 1y squared is going to be 1y squared. And 3y cubed plus 0y cubed is 3y cubed. Okay. Then once you simplify it, you get 3y cubed plus y squared plus 2y. Okay, now it's your turn. And remember, we're using the vertical format. I want you to add the given polynomials using the vertical format for numbers 3 through 5. Okay, now how can you add two polynomials using a vertical format if a particular power of the variable appears in one polynomial but not the other? Okay, let's take a look at example 2. Now, this time we're using the horizontal format. Horizontal format. We're still going to group together like terms, but we're doing them horizontal. So, in our first example here, we've got 5x squared plus 2x plus 1 plus negative 4x squared minus x minus 2. Okay, we're going to take the 5x squared and the negative 4x squared and put those together. So I have 5x squared minus 4x squared. Next, we're going to take the 2x and the negative x and put those together. 2x minus x. And last, we're going to go ahead and do plus 1 minus 2. It'll be 1 minus 2 here on the end for our constants. Okay, now that we have everything grouped together, we'll go ahead and combine like terms. 5x minus 4x squared will be 1x squared or x squared. 2x minus the x is going to be x. And 1 minus 2 will be negative 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at this next example. Okay, this one's kind of complicated because they didn't give you any numbers to go with your variables, but you can still tell like terms from one another. So, for example, we've got a negative AB plus B and AB minus A. Well, the only like terms is this negative AB and this positive AB, and the B and negative A are not going to be like terms. So we're going to group them together. So the first group here is negative AB plus AB. So this will be AB here. All right, so next I have my B term here, which comes from here. And this last term here would be negative A. So these two are by themselves because they don't have any like terms. Now we will combine these like terms and put everything else together. Well, if you have a negative AB plus a positive AB, that's going to get you no ABs left. So that's going to only leave B minus A. And that's our final answer. Okay, go ahead and take a look at this next set of problems here. Remember, we want to use the horizontal format to find the sum. So you're doing 6 through 8. Okay, now let's take a look at a couple of questions to reflect on what we've done. Why is it important to write the terms in each polynomial in order of degree before adding the polynomials? And degree means what it's raised to. Is it cubed? Is it squared? Is it to the single power? Is it a constant? So why is it important to write those together? Okay, next question. Do you get the same results whether you add the polynomials in the problems vertically or horizontal. Why do you or why not? Okay, now we're going to do a real world problem. In this real world problem, we have a box company owns two factories in different parts of the country. The profit for each factory is modeled by a polynomial with an x representing the number of boxes each produces. Solve by adding the polynomials. The model needed in each situation are provided. So it gives you the first factor here, and net profit margins based on this polynomial, negative 0.03 x squared plus 20x minus 500. And the second one is 0.04 plus 25x minus 1,000. Okay, it wants to know the polynomial when you combine the two. So when we combine the two, you can take a look here at the example of the book. Gives it to you in a vertical format. You can also do it in a horizontal format as well. I'm sorry. The example in the book gives it to you in a horizontal format. You can also do it in a vertical format as well. But we went ahead and grouped the first term here, grouped the second term, and then grouped the last term. Okay, then we simplified. Got 0.07x squared, negative 0.0x squared, sorry, negative 0.07x squared plus 45x minus 1,500. So total profit for the factories is negative 0.07x squared plus 45x minus 1,500. You can go ahead and take a look at our last word problem. And remember, this has been adding polynomials in multiple formats. Thank you. See you next time.